Today we're going to be working on a 2006 Acura TSX. We'll be installing a VLine 2 in here and we'll be removing the radio, so we'll show you how to do that. So the first step to taking out the radio will be to remove the silver piece of trim right here. And to do that, we're just going to use a pry tool. We're going to start on this end and we're just going to work our way down. And then when you get to this part around here, you just want to go ahead and go to the very end and pry. That'll get the last clip out down here. And once we've got this removed, we'll move over to the driver's side. So the next step will be taking off this piece of trim right here. And the same thing, we're just going to go in with our pry tool. We're just going to pry that off. There we go. And this one we can just set to the side. We don't have to unplug anything back here. We're just going to be removing the screw later on. And our next step will be moving down here to the center console area. So next we'll be removing this pocket right here. You can pry around the edges if you'd like to. It's kind of difficult to get, or you can just pull on it itself. There we go. And once it's loose, we're just going to wiggle that out. If you have a automatic, this might be in the way, so you'll need to remove the shifter knob. But in the manual, we can just put it back and we have enough room to pull this out. And we'll just be setting this to the side for now as well. So now we'll be removing two 8mm bolts on the bottom of the radio. We've got one here, and then we've got one right over here. And we're going to be using a 90-degree bit to get those out, or 90-degree adapter, I should say. And the last step to pull this out, we'll need to take off this little button cover right here. And for that, you can just pry and pull on it. And then we're going to undo this clip at the top. And that'll come out. Next, we'll be taking out the Phillips head back here. And then we'll move down to this one over here on the passenger side and the one on the driver's side. Now that we've got all of those removed, we can go ahead and pull out the radio. Now that we've got all three of those screws removed, we can pull the radio out. To do that, we're just going to pull on the bottom. And we'll see some clips come out there. And then with your pry tool, just try to work along the edge here. There we go. And once you've got all those loose, the radio will come out like this, and we can start working on the back. So now we're ready to disconnect everything back here. We need to undo this clip here so that these will actually come out. The radio can be removed. And we're just going to push in on one side of the clip. And once that side's through, then we'll push in on the other. And it'll pop out like this. And now we can start disconnecting all of these. And once the top ones are disconnected, we'll move on to the bottom ones. And for the back ones on the bottom, we want to take this clip out as well. And to do that, I'm using a little pick tool. And we're just going to push in on one side of it and pull up. There we go. And now we can disconnect all these at the bottom. And now the radio should come out. And we've got one more right on the bottom. There we go. So with the radio removed, we're ready to install our VLine harnesses now. We're going to be connecting our main power harness first. And this part of the harness is going to be unused in this vehicle since it has the touchscreen and not the knob. So we can disregard this and we'll tie it up at the end with some zip ties. And we can disregard the REV wire as well. We do not need it. It's just going to be these two connections here. And you're going to connect this to the original plug. And this is the plug that was in the bottom of the radio, the last one we pulled out. And this will go back into the radio itself. And next, we've got our display harness here, the VHADL. And this side will be going into the display. And this will connect to our factory plug. Go. And from here, we're going to be routing the two ends of the cables, these two here, to the glove box so we can plug in the VLine. So now that we've got the V-line wires connected, we're going to run them to the glove box, and to get them into here, we're going to need to pull the glove box down so we can reach up behind it. To do that, you're going to pull these little clips out here, and you can just push from the other side or pull out, or you can even use a pry tool. But once you push out on them, you'll have to pull the glove box up a little bit, and they should just pull right out at an angle. We'll pull this one out over here next. Push the glove box up and pull out at an angle like this. And lastly, this little claw right here, we just push it back and the glove box will come down like this. So first, we're going to be running this cable here, the video cable, and we'll show you from the radio side what it'll look like, but we're going to push it through. And on this side over here, you're going to reach up to this corner and you should be able to feel it coming through, and just pull it down. We'll get that through normally around like halfway, just as long as we have enough room to plug into the V-line. And next we will move on to our main power harness here, and we'll show you that from the radio side. So for this cable here, we're going to be running it underneath along with our other cable. And when you go up, you'll kind of feel some harnesses in the way. We're just going to go over the top of those. There we go. And we'll get that to the same length as our video cable. And now that we got them through to here, we're going to go ahead and hook them up to the V-line and wire manage real quick, and we'll come back. And lastly, we're going to be installing our GPS antenna here. We're going to put that on top of this AC vent over here, but we're going to slide it down a little further, so that way it's in between the top here and the AC vent to kind of keep it in place a little better. So we'll throw this through here sideways, and then we'll turn it back the correct way with the sticky down. And then I'm just going to pass it through to myself. And from here, we're just going to push it down until it's right in between the vent and the top. And I'm going to push down on it to seal it in place. There we go. Here, we're going to go down back to where we were with our other cables, just to get everything running the same way. And then from here, we're going to go right back up with our other cables and pass this over to ourselves. There we go. And then we'll tie up this slack here, and then we'll move on to putting the radio back in. Now we're ready to put our radio back in. We're going to go and pull out all the plugs for the bottom. And we're going to leave this one right here, our main harness, at the very bottom, because that can actually plug in after we slide the radio into place. And from here, we're just going to plug in all of our cables that go in bottom. Pop this clip back into place. There we go. And then now we'll move on to the top connectors. So now with the display, we're going to go ahead and plug in our cable first here. That's going to go right in the center top and the black port. And we'll move on to our factory ones. And then we're going to clip this back in. And then from here, we can just slide the radio back into place. And we just want to make sure that none of the harnesses are in the way. And then this trim over here, make sure that's out of the way as well. And as long as everything's good behind the radio, it should just clip in. Yeah, there we go. So lastly, we need to plug in our main harness down here that we left disconnected. It's going to be the clip towards you, and it'll go straight up. It's almost in the middle of the radio. And then once you plugged it in, just kind of give it a little wiggle to make sure it's in place. And now that we've got that in there, the V-line harnesses are fully installed, and we can move back to putting everything back together. So now we're going to put in our two 8mm on the bottom here. And I'm going to thread them in by hand first. Seems to be a little easier. That way you can find the hole with your hand. Now that those are tightened, I'm going to use the drill to get them fully tightened. There we go. And now we'll move on to our Phillips head screws up top. So the 3 Phillips heads will go in, 2 on the lower and then the 1 up top. And now that those are in, we can go ahead and start putting all of our trim back in. We'll put in the button here first. There we go. Then we've got our trim on the driver's side over here, which just goes right back into place. And then we'll put our trim on the passenger side next. And this will just snap in like the driver's side. And then lastly, we will put the center part in. For this, it just clips right back into place. Just make sure all your wire is out of the way. And we'll just line that up. And you should hear it click. And as long as it's back in, it'll open and close normally. And we'll move on to the glove box. So we're going to show you how to hook up the microphone in this 2006 Acura TSX. We'll be tapping 2 wires behind here on the hands-free factory module. And to do that, we'll be popping off this trim, and then we'll show you what wires to connect to. First step, we'll be popping up this piece of trim right here. To do that, we're just going to use our pry tool. We're going to come underneath it and pry up. And then we're just going to work our way down to pop all the clips. And then there's a clip right here and one on the opposite side. And you just have to kind of push to get those loose. And then from there, we're going to pull up and it should come out. So now we need to pull off this panel to access the hands-free module. But first, we're going to pull off this top piece here to make it a little easier. And that just pulls straight down like this and then pulls out towards you. And then from here, this panel just pulls off as well. There are these little clips here for the weather trim. So we'll just pull that back a little bit. And from here, we'll just pop this off. And you're going to want to pull on the bottom down here and then the top up here. And that's because the 2 clips are on top and on bottom. So this right here is our hands-free module. And we're going to be unplugging this plug right here. And it's just got the clip on top, and then you can just wiggle it to get it loose. And we're going to need to connect to the factory microphone wires, which are all the way over here. It's this yellow and brown wire. And we'll show you how to connect to those next. So now we want to connect to our wires here. The yellow one is our negative, and the brown next to it is going to be our positive. And we're going to be using the P-taps here to connect to them. So we're going to unscrew the bottom, and I'm going to put that around the brown wire first, just like that. And then this will screw onto here, and that'll be just piercing the wire barely, but that'll give us a connection for the microphone. And the top part here, I'm going to unscrew. And then now we're ready to put our wire into that. And so I've got my positive wire right here. I'm going to put that through this. And then the wire, we just want to kind of coil up a little bit. Just enough that it'll get caught in here and make a solid connection. There we go. And once the top's in, you're just going to screw to tighten it down. And now we've got the positive wire connected for the microphone. Now we'll connect our negative. Now we're ready to connect our microphone negative here, the yellow wire. We're going to do the same with it. We'll put our P-tap lower part around that. Tighten the needle in. And then we'll remove the top. Put our wire through here. And then we will coil this up so it'll fit inside. And there we go. So now we've got these connected. We can go ahead and plug this back in. There we go. And then from here, we're just going to route the microphone plug all the way up to the V-line here in the glove box, and we'll show you that. To route the microphone wire up to the V-line, we have the glove box dropped here, and we've got the wire here, and then we're just going to zip tie it across this wire up here, this loom, and then we'll run it down with the rest of our wiring. So now we've got the wire ran for the microphone. We can go ahead and put everything back together. This will just slide right back into place. And then you kind of have to feel for the holes back here. There we go. And then we'll move on to putting this in place next. And this has 2 little rods here, and there's 2 little slots in the back. You want to make sure you get those in first, and then you can push up. Go. So this will be going in next, and we need to put the weather strip back on right here first. And this will just push right down into place. Just got to make sure you line it up properly. And then if it doesn't feel like it's in the right spot, make sure you check right here and push to make sure this clipped in. Otherwise, it'll be a little loose and it'll pop out really easy.